Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? So, I kind of discovered a new hobby. I started collecting VHS tapes. I don't know why, but a few months ago, I kind of bought a CRT TV on a whim. Then I kind of bought a VCR, some VHS tapes, and here I am today, with a whole drawer full of them. Now, of course, collecting VHS tapes has its ups and downs. We'll get into the downs a little bit later. But in terms of positives, I mean, just like using a VCR after decades is kind of cool. Just hearing the VCR kind of rewind the tape is kind of appealing. You know, like taking it out, it's cool, man. Like getting a set of your favorite shows or movies on VHS and putting it in and watching it on a CRT TV, there's nothing like it nowadays. There's nothing like waking up in the morning with a bowl of cereal, grabbing your favorite cartoons on VHS and just like watching them again on a CRT. The point I'm trying to make is that there's nothing really like this anymore. I mean, sure, you could watch old 90s cartoons, movies on the flat screen, but it doesn't have that same feel or that same vibe that it does watching it on a CRT. Anyway, like, I feel like I made my point. Now, another aspect of VHS collecting that I really like is that it's extremely cheap compared to retro gaming. I mean, your average VHS tape could cost $5 to $10, $20 if it's something a little bit obscure or didn't sell too much copies. Or at the very high end of VHS collecting, I've seen VHS tapes go for like $50, and that's it. Of course, there's your, super expensive ones like $100, $200, but to be honest, I don't really care about those. The point that I'm trying to make is that VHS tapes are really cheap and fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I gave retro gaming a good 2-month break. I would say that's partially the reason why I haven't uploaded anything in a while. However, one big downside that I would like to mention about VHS is, well, graded VHS tapes. There's no avoiding them, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to let my friend do that.
Hi, I'm For Reals, y'all, and I do stuff sometimes. I'm here to do a quick rant about graded VHS tapes. This is sort of an interesting area in the collector's sphere when it comes to anything, whether it be video games or VHS tapes. People love the idea of having an old thing that's never been opened, it's never been used, and it's in pristine condition. And of course, grading it is a way to show this is how pristine it is, by the opinion of someone who you just pay a lot of money to do that thing, and have them tell you how valuable it is. The thing is, I can understand wanting to have something sealed. There is something inherently cool about having something completely clean, unopened, unaltered, the way it was released. But that being said, it might take games away from people who'd want to play them, and VHS tapes from those who'd want to watch them. It will take some items out of circulation. And when those items are extremely rare, it stings a little bit more. But I get it. If you want to have something sealed, I get it. Where I start having a problem is graded stuff. I think grading is a fucking scam. The only thing it does is to increase the value of it. So if that's the only thing you care about, then fair enough, but it doesn't help anyone inside the hobby. If you're someone who collects things you really care about, then it's up to you to see what condition that item is in and whether or not you want to spend the money on it, because grading just introduces a bunch of people who aren't really that interested in the hobby, that just want to circle jerk about how much money everything is worth. And when it becomes an investment is when we've officially gone too far. And that's already happened with VHS tapes and with retro video games. And that in turn will make people think that their opened retro games and open VHS tapes will be more valuable than they originally thought, which just causes the whole thing to go up in value. And that's only good if you are a seller. If you don't care about the actual items, you just want to earn quick cash. But for us who really want those things, who care about it or cherish it or are truly passionate about the things that we are buying and the things that we collect, it's just a huge bummer. Thanks for having me. I'll give it back to Nostalgia64, and if you want to see what I do, you can check out my YouTube channel where I mostly talk about old games. See you around.
And there you have it. Graded VHS tapes certainly do leave a negative impact on the hobby, but thankfully VHS collecting is still niche, unlike retro gaming. But hey, enough about that. Ladies and gents, if you guys want to, like or subscribe, do whatever you want to do, no rush, and tell me down below, what's your favorite 90s movie or TV show? Tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Brother, hold on, man. Please.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, buddy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.